The Dutch Grand Prix. Best race at Zandvoort. Best race of the season so far.
100%. I agree with you on that one.
Really?
Yeah, we don't agree a lot of the times.
I'm surprised by that. I just thought it had a bit of everything.
Well, obviously I remember a few things of each race, but this was memorable. I think this is going to be the most memorable race.
Yeah.
This season.
Which we'll get into. Let's touch on the sprint side of things, which I want to do a whole different video on my opinion on sprints.
Sure.
Spoiler, I'm not a fan. But, I
mean, not much really happened compared to the actual race. There was more that happened.
Yeah, I think more...
More unlucky events as well.
I think more in terms of like Kimi making that mistake where he just went flying through the gravel, smashed his floor up.
And I'd like to mention Colapinto, the fact he started 10th on the race. He got that drive-through penalty.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned...
And the 10-second penalty.
And then he was right down on 20th. And he was trying to claw back, he get to 18th, 17th, and then just right back down. And I'm like, gutted. I feel gutted for him, to be honest.
Yeah, but he also didn't have the upgrades that Gasly had.
Oh, really?
Gasly got all the bells and whistles upgrades. He didn't get it. He's going to get it in Monza. I like Colapinto. I've always been a big fan of his.
Yeah.
I think I followed him since Formula Renault or something.
Yeah, he's
crazy
done well.
like
He's
that.
been doing well.
So I followed his career for a long time. So I'm happy that things are kind of coming
good
for him.
I would have preferred Colapinto to probably finish higher than Gasly. Because I know I've been rooting Gasly a lot. But he's kind of maybe been letting me down. Do you know what I mean? Like a few races maybe he doesn't do as well as he should.
I've never really rated Gasly, to be honest. I think he's the most bog standard driver you could find. Like he's not going out and disgracing himself every weekend, but he's also not. He's exactly at the team he should be at. He does. That's it. In fact, I think his career's gone a little too long for my liking. I think we can start wrapping his career up maybe at the end of next year.
I think you're being a bit harsh, to be honest. Like,
no, he's just bog standard driver. If you looked at driver, racing driver, he's just bog standard racing driver.
So on his day, he's better than the rest.
No, he's not.
He is.
No, he's not. I just think Gasly is just the most like bog standard racing driver.
Coming from the guy that was racing Lance Stroll for years.
I didn't rate Lance Stroll.
Yes, you
did.
Yeah.
Are you going to bring this blasted guy up every race? I know that's why you're wearing the
No, it's because Alonso finally got points. He finally got 2 points.
It's because of Lance Stroll.
Bruv, you rate Alonso as better than
Hamilton. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, this
I think Alonso is better than Hamilton.
Yeah, this is why I'm wearing it, because I'm supporting my boy
Alonso.
Alonso
Is the second best driver on the grid, behind Max Verstappen. Oh.
You're delusional.
How's that delusional?
On his first season...
He dragged that tractor into not 1, but 2 points.
In his first season, who got beaten by the 7-time world champion?
Yeah, they finished on the same points.
Yeah, the driver was supposed to be this world champion caliber, and a rookie came in and knocks him about. And
I'd say 2007, which is when Lewis Hamilton had his first season as a rookie and Alonso was his teammate, I would argue is one of Alonso's weakest seasons. And he still only lost the championship by a point.
That is absolutely baloney. That is an excuse.
It's an excuse.
Yeah,
I'm saying his peaks, he's had way better seasons than that. And in a season where he's kind of coasting along,
so
he loses the championship by 1 point.
He shouldn't have won that. If he was a champion quality driver, which yes he is, championships, but if he was the caliber of Lewis Hamilton, he'd have more. He would have got that Ferrari over the line. Better.
Listen, if my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. So
you can't say that.
You can't
say that.
I can.
You can't.
No, I can, because Fernando.
It's like comparing oranges and limes. You can't.
Fernando has never had the fastest car in any of the seasons.
Bruv, he got beat by Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, and he lost. And in one of his worst seasons, he lost the championship by 1 point. I'm just saying. Whose side do you want? Because are you defending
No.
Alonso or are you not?
No.
Are you wearing the jacket or are you
I'm
not?
on Alonso's side.
Yeah.
You're not on Hamilton's side.
Well, I'm not.
No,
I'm not
no.
on this side.
No. So
I'm not a massive Lewis Hamilton fan.
yeah, you're not a massive Lewis Hamilton fan.
I'm not.
So you're more biased for Alonso. I'm trying to go.
No.
I'm trying to be in the middle.
Yeah, but it's not bias. Bias would assume that I'm getting something out of it.
No.
If it was like I was Spanish and I was like, oh no, Alonso, he's the greatest. That's
It's nothing
Italian.
to do with that.
But
It's that you have more of an affinity. You have more of an affinity towards Alonso. So that's the bias. He's better than Fernando Alonso.
If I was going to be biased to anyone, I'd be biased to Lewis Hamilton because he's a brother. You know.
If he was a brother, you would rate
if anything, I should have a bias towards Lewis Hamilton.
Which you don't.
Which
because you're not you're a brother, but you don't have that. That's what I don't. This makes no sense. It makes no sense. What you're trying to
I don't know what
argue
you're.
makes no sense.
I'm not even sure what we're arguing about anymore. I think it started with Alonso getting points. Well done for Alonso for getting that wagon into the points. Shouldn't be possible. Okay. I'm conflicted on this, and I want your opinion because we actually haven't spoken about the race.
No, we come together.
We came straight in.
Yeah.
What is George back? Is he not back? What's going on there? Because he won the sprint. See, that's what I get so confused. He won the sprint from sprint to pole, right?
Yes.
But then in the race, I think Mercedes did kind of nerf him with the strategy. They kind of left him out to dry. But is he back? Is he back or not? I don't think I've because these sprint week, I don't know what it is about that format. That seems to work for him. But over like a Grand Prix distance this year, it's not really been coming together, and I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Is that just because he can push flat out during sprints and his time management maybe isn't as good as Orlando and Max or Fernando? Or
I would say
what's going on
maybe
there?
George is too emotional. So after long race distances, things don't go all his way. He gets a bit...
Oh, so you think he kind of like spirals out of control?
Yeah, his emotions maybe get too much. And then as his emotions get too much, he kind of
were they
lets
right
off the gas.
Yeah.
Because,
do you think they were right to ask him to move out of the way
well,
of Kimi?
if it clearly, because obviously Kimi was catching George.
Yeah, but it wasn't a foregone conclusion that Kimi was going to pass him. And when George said, "Oh, what is he trying to catch Lando?" Lando was 12 seconds up the road or something with about 5 laps left. So the answer was no.
But I didn't notice.
So I don't understand why. I mean, he would have come by probably, but it wasn't.
When he passed him, did he? I didn't pay attention. But did he build a gap? Did he build?
No,
a good
Lando
gap?
kept building.
No,
his
not
gap.
Lando. I mean, Kimi from George. Did he build a good enough gap?
Oh, he built a gap from George, yeah. But
Exactly. So
George needs those points.
By the time, so before they let Kimini through, well, by the time
I call him Kimini. We're leaving that in.
So by the time before
Kimini.
Kimi was let past,
Yeah.
George clearly wasn't making a big enough gap for them to be like, no, sorry, Kimi.
He was up his arse.
Exactly.
He was up his arse.
So there was a good case.
There were 5 laps to go. George and Kimini are in a title battle. So why are you telling George to get out of the way for his title rival to catch Lando in this imaginary fairy tale? I don't know why the commentators kept going, 20 laps to go, when there was like 14 laps. They kept saying 20 laps. I'm like, where are you looking?
Well, then one hand.
Because I don't know how he's doing 12 seconds in 5 laps, even for all the will in the world. To do 12 seconds in 5 laps and catch and pass, it was never happening. So let George fight for his life. Toto's argument was they could have fallen behind both the Ferraris. My argument would be if my grandma... No, I'm joking. But I thought that was... It didn't really make a lot of sense to me. If Kimi had a genuine chance of catching Lando, sure, but he didn't. It was only ever going to be those two finished second, third. It was just what order. So I think that I would feel hard done by if I were George. Which he did at the time, and then afterwards, I don't know if the PR team got to him, and he was like, "Oh no, it's all fine. Everyone's great. Everyone loves each other. Kumbaya." You know. Should we address the elephant in the room? Max Verstappen.
That is the elephant in the room.
It's the elephant in the room because no one's.
It's the elephant in your room.
It's the elephant in the room.
He crashed.
No one was talking about.
He crashed at like the second lap. How is that the big elephant in the room?
The big elephant in the room is he's had 3 crashes in 3 race weekends in a row. That's right, isn't it? Austria, Silverstone, and then here. 3 crashes in 3 races. What's going on? Is he washed?
Is he washed?
No,
why are we having this conversation? Why are we having that?
Well, why is he crashing 3 times in 3 races? And I never bought this whole, it was the car's reattachment. You know you have a reattachment issue, so why are you throwing it into a corner pretending you don't have a reattachment issue? So yes, it's the car's fault in a roundabout way, but also you know that's an issue with the car, so don't throw it into corners as if it's not. And then this one was just obviously a blatant mistake, but which he held his hands up to, which is fine. Oscar Piastri. Sometimes I see glimmers that he's like there, but then he kind of, I don't know, he just kind of fades away. Like he did that amazing move on, was it Sharp for third? Like early on in the race.
Early on.
He did a really amazing move, and I was like, oh wow, Oscar's like, he's here, he's arrived. And then he just kind of fades into obscurity during the race.
At the minute, that's the consensus. Consensus?
Consensus? Yeah.
He starts well in the season.
Yeah, but he didn't even start well in this season.
He started better than he is now. Like you said, he's faded. It's like he's hard done by.
I think
it's like he's hard done by. It's like the same thing with Verstappen. They developed the car around Max because he's getting the best out of the car.
Yeah,
because he's quite a way ahead. He was where did he start, Oscar, at the start of the race?
4th. He was behind. It was Lando, George, Kimi,
and then he dropped.
And then he did this amazing move at the start.
And they were looking like, yeah, he's doing well.
And I was like, okay, Oscar could be on for like challenging for a victory here. And then something happens in the middle of the race and he just disappears.
Yeah, and he ended, where did he end? Was it 8th or 7th?
He finished 6th.
He was behind Charles, I think.
And over 30 seconds behind Lando. But obviously that was VSCs and taking extra pits. Still,
it's the same machinery.
They, like the pace gap in terms of like pure lap times.
He fell off.
It just was not there.
He wasn't there at all.
Is it time to just give Lando some respect and go, listen, Lando Norris is a world champion. Oscar Piastri is a very, very good driver. And that's just how that is. Because that's what I think it comes down to. People keep going, why can't he match Lando? I'm like, Lando's a world champion. It's hard to match Lando. There's only 3 on the grid, 4 on the grid?
He's a world champion.
4 on the grid.
He's a world champion, but
what do you mean, but?
the caliber of champion. Again, this is, do you know what I mean, biased. You are Norris. You're a Norris Lando.
Lando Norris, Dick Ryder. Yeah,
exactly.
For life.
Got to cut that out, obviously, Dick Ryder.
No, we could keep Dick Ryder.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go to Amsterdam?
Oh yeah, the clip. Everybody's like, Amsterdam, yeah. There's nice massage parlor.
And then his PR comes in.
The PR,
and
he just drags them away. That's a great clip.
You're so young. You look so young. Like compared to now, it's like the confidence from then to now. Like in his face, it's like night and day.
I think. Okay.
Night and day. I love it.
Okay, here's my hot take. Lando Norris has been the best driver so far this season. And I don't actually think there's much argument.
He's got
for it.
better, actually, compared to last year.
I
So
agree.
he was there, but there was mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But because we're now over half. We're halfway. We're over halfway.
Yeah, just over.
He's now stepped it
depending
up again.
what happens,
He's now stepped up again. Even though he had a hell of a summer break, he was like partying it up.
Yeah.
What's her name? Earl. What was her name? Earl. You heard?
Oh.
Earl?
I don't know who it is.
No?
Is this one of
His
his
girlfriends.
One of his hoes. Is that his girlfriend? He hasn't got a girlfriend.
No, he hasn't got a girlfriend, but they're talking. You think I don't
No,
know?
I don't.
No?
I
Alex Earl, that's it. Alex Earl. You're not in the loop.
To
I
be
thought you were
fair,
in
I'm
the loop.
actually not that in the loop with his dating life. I'm
Wow.
more interested whether he's doing like these drunk streams.
Because he was in Monaco, I believe, and these two girls were talking, and then right at the last second, he falls out. He literally sprints out, and he like.
Oh, I saw that. I did see that.
He had a massive grin on his face
Yeah, because he probably went to that massage parlour in Amsterdam.
because she, like, I'm not gonna lie, Alex Earl, yeah, she's nice looking.
I'll look her up. Shout out to
Yeah.
Alex.
Alex Earl, I believe it's Alex Earl.
Shout out to her.
Yep.
Friend of the show. Even though I just found out.
Anytime you can come on, we'll open you with open arms.
Bring Lando though.
Yes, of course. Yes.
No. I think Lando has been the best driver this season overall so far.
I'd say yeah. I think
Kimi has.
I think outside
Kimmy's
of this. I think outside of this. Well, we can have a debate now. We can talk about it now. But yeah, I think because obviously your opinion, my opinion, we can agree, but we can agree to disagree.
Yes, but what is your opinion?
So again, it's such a big topic to talk about because we can't spend too long talking about it. We've got other topics to talk about. Lando is in that. In my opinion, he's definitely up there. He's up there.
Who's done a better job over the course of this season than Lando? He has not put a foot wrong. He's been spanking his highly rated teammate week in, week out. I don't think there's an argument for Kimi's made the odd error here and there.
Yeah, but
this weekend
he's still kind of a rookie, even though he's not.
He's literally
How many
not
years?
a rookie.
What's he? What's
It's his second year.
Yeah, exactly. Second
No,
year.
I'm not saying that Kimi's not
And
young.
Norris is what?
He's a lot more experienced.
Exactly.
And he's a world champion.
A lot more experience. Kimi is in his second
But
year.
that's not.
You would expect for a second year driver in a top team where the expectations are there. He's going to make mistakes.
Of course.
Norris is already proven. He's already hardened. He's already battle scarred.
Yeah, I'm not debating whether we should be expecting.
I know you're not
mistakes.
debating.
No. I'm not saying that we shouldn't expect mistakes from Kimi. He's a 19-year-old boy. I understand that in the second season, but I'm just saying if we just look at for what it is, which driver has done the best job given their machinery this season?
But
it's Lando. He's not put a foot wrong.
Give me
He's spanking
examples.
his
But give me examples though. Throughout
Well,
the
he's
season.
just come off 2 back-to-back wins. He was getting onto the podium before the upgrades when they had no business being on the podium. Oscar's messing around in 7th place or something, and he's getting on the podium. I don't think there's an argument. Max has crashed 3 times in 3 races. Kimi's made mistakes.
But how many wins has he had?
He's in a much better. Well, he
And
was
he's
in a
beat-
better car.
And he's beat
He's beat
because
George.
he's been doing the job. He's been doing the
He's
job
been-
against George.
He's outclassed George this season, absolutely.
And he's his second year.
But I'm just saying, I think it's 12 races we're in now, something like that. It confused me with all the cancellations and whatever. But I think we're at 12 races, something like that. If we're rating just the first 12 races, what they are, Lando has done the best job given his machinery. And I don't think you can really argue with that. Kimi's a close second, but there has been the odd mistake here.
I'd say for me, because obviously, again, biased views, you're going to rate Norris higher than Kimi.
No, I'm just looking at what it is for what it is. I'm just looking at an apple and calling it an apple. He's done the best job this season.
But without me saying, I've looked at Norris's performances, every highlight moment compared to Kimi, I'd say Kimi and Norris are there.
Kimi's
For me, Kimi and Norris are there. They're not ones. I need to look more into the data. I need to look more into stand-up moments, and then I can be like, yeah. But for me,
Kimi's Monaco win.
They're doing the business.
Monaco pole and win was a cut above. Like he actually kind of had no business winning that race, given the car he was in, because it doesn't favour the Mercedes characteristics. But that performance, a cut above. But also, some of Lando's performances early in the season, bringing that tractor on the podium, no place being on the podium, and then now he's been not dominating. He certainly didn't dominate Zandvoort. It looked a bit ropey at one point, and I think Mercedes did drop the ball a bit strategy wise. Let's address this elephant in the room. Ferrari.
Before we get to that, I'd just to my last comment about the topic we're speaking about. But for me, the person who takes the edge between Kimi so not takes the edge, but who is slightly ahead or could have that edge over the two drivers, I'd say Kimi for me. Because that pressure of being in that Mercedes team, there's more pressure, I'd say myself. And I would rate a driver higher being in a more pressurised system over Norris.
No, I agree. I agree.
Not saying he can handle it, but in the past, Norris has kind of the pressure sometimes can get to him.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that. I think it's quite good. Like, we've seen loads of times where drivers in the midfield can take a midfield car and make it look great.
Exactly.
But once they're in the pressure cooker of there's titles on the line,
and they should be winning with the car,
then that can kind of get on top of them. So I think that is to bear in mind. That I know they keep talking about is Lando back in the fight. I'd love to believe that, but I am actually living on Earth and not the moon. It's 83 points, and they keep going, yeah, but Max Verstappen. Listen, stop that. I'd love to believe it, but stop that. So let's just close that down. Ferrari.
Talking about my boy. Norris is your boy, Hamilton's my boy.
Yeah, Ferrari, what are they doing over there? Do you know what? Sometimes, like, in terms of their strategy, I know it's kind of like a meme thing now, but sometimes if it looks like a fish, smells like a fish, and swims like a fish, sometimes it's just a fucking fish. And when are we going to learn to stop believing in Ferrari? Because, like, what is going on over there?
So I would agree with you, but my angle is their favouritism is Charles.
Please go on, because I'd love to see.
From day dot, they was his golden boy.
Was being the key word. Was
still is.
No.
Why are they signing Charles?
Why would you kick Carlos and I was about to say Carlos and Sainz, Carlos and Charles? Why would you kick that dynamic that was working so well? To move heaven and earth to bring Lewis into the
Lewis, a 7-time world champion.
But that's
when
what
he
I'm saying.
Came in, Ferrari stock went up by 10%. 10% when he came in.
But that's what I'm saying. So he's not the golden boy. He was the golden boy, but you don't move heaven and earth to get Lewis Hamilton if you're going to go, well, Charles is our guy, but we'll just get Lewis just to, play number? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but throughout the race, so when they brought him in, when they brought Charles and Lewis in, Lewis was ahead, wasn't they, on the last pit stop? I believe Lewis was ahead. Was he ahead?
No, he was on fresher tyres, and they were arsing around about... the last pit stop he was ahead, but they were just prattling around, and I don't know why they didn't just tell Charles to get out the way.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need to bring him in and mess both of them up. Just tell him to move out of the way. Lewis is on fresh tyres. Fuck off.
I don't really believe
Why are they messing around going, come in? Yeah, but you've messed... Now, I'm Charles. I'm going, well, you're messing my strategy up if I come in now. Which is true. They did.
Yeah, but I don't believe that.
No, what they should have done, just, Charles, get out the fucking way. That's what they should have said.
In hindsight.
No, not in hindsight.
At the time, yes.
I was going, why have they not told him to fuck off yet? What are they waiting for? Get out the way. That's all they need to say. Move. Lewis is on fresher tyres. You're on different strategies. Move. Don't bring him in and mess both. It made no sense. It was complete nonsense. Sorry, I get very animated.
You got very angry.
No, because I just don't understand. It's not with hindsight. I'm literally screaming at. I'm like, if I'm watching this on a telly at home, and I can see that you just need to tell Charles, hey, can you just move? Why can they not see that? I don't understand. When they've got all the data, I don't get it. Okay.
Again, that's why Ferrari's not. They're not with it.
I don't know. I did enjoy the Sassy Hamilton radio messages being back. I enjoyed that when he's just slagging them off over the radio. Great way of wasting time.
He said at the end of the race, he said unlucky fight with George, and he said no. If you let me through quicker, he said no. If you let me through quicker, we'd be on the podium. Because he lost how many seconds? He said 6 seconds? Whatever. 6 seconds. So
I think he's being quite generous there. I think he probably lost more time than that.
Because I kept track.
I think that's actually conservative.
So at the beginning, when Lewis pitted, he was at least 6 seconds behind Charles.
Yeah.
He was going from throttle to the metal.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the right, yeah.
Full throttle,
pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
He came up Charles's arse like a rat's arse.
He came up Charles's arse like a rat's arse. I'm clipping that out.
And I was like, this has got to work. They can't let Charles just keep Lewis behind him and fuck up for not only Charles's race, Lewis's race, but ultimately Ferrari as a whole. But I was like, thankfully the strategies and the way they pit, it was good. But the last, it didn't work.
It was because I was actually starting to buy into this narrative that Lewis could have an outside shot at the championship. But after seeing just the shambles they made of this weekend, I'm like, you can build as good a car as you want. If you can't think logically about a simple thing. Or when they came over the radio, Lewis, do you want the medium? I don't know. You've got to.
Yeah, but did you not notice?
Come on, man. Just make a decision.
Was it a lap before checkered flag? Charles and Lewis almost come together.
Yes.
And then Charles said he brake checked him. I don't believe that.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that. And just before they finished the race, you saw the onboard of Charles. Look at Lewis, shook his head.
I didn't say this.
You need to look back because it was very reckless of Charles. On the last lap, him to be going full throttle. I know he's reckless. He's like Max. That's why Max, they respect each other because they're hard drivers. They're hard racers.
No, but Max is not reckless for reckless sake. Charles would just be reckless, just randomly at the end of the race. Just like, it wouldn't be funny if I just crashed into the back of my teammate right now. He's just reckless just because.
On the last
lap, that guy who's like 45 and goes raving every weekend. It's like that kind of recklessness, but he's just at home having a party in his own room. And it's like, who are you even doing this for? I don't know why you're being reckless. Max is a 45-year-old at the rave doing pills.
Do you not realise that people do things themselves? Not for the wider audience of others. The approval of others. They do it because they enjoy it.
He enjoys being reckless.
Clearly.
I don't. Well, maybe that's something he needs to take up with a psychiatrist.
Because, can I show you?
Shout out to Better Health. Last Dutch Grand Prix. You sad to see it go.
I'm actually, after watching that, I would say so because it was very exciting.
It's classic Formula One, isn't it? Just when they get it right, they go, enough of that.
I don't know if it was this particular race, but this particular race. Sorry, so when I say this particular race, I'm comparing this to every other Zandvoort race.
Yeah.
The cars look mega fast.
Yeah, mega pint. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
that's a
so
Johnny
I
Depp
don't
reference. Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
Where's
a
that
reference to
from?
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I'll show you.
What, that doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
It's not F1. It's not, it's
I
not
know.
racing.
I know. It was a super reference. Someone got that at home.
But compared to other Zandvoorts, I don't know if I noticed that, but this race I noticed
No, usually
they
it's
looked
trash.
mega quick.
Not trash, but usually it's like. But this was.
They looked twisty, turny. They were going for it.
They finally made slightly smaller cars that looked a bit more at home
Like
on the
the
track.
cars looked bang, bang, but like
Yeah.
it looked like dangerous. Like
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
following. I was
Yeah.
like, woof. I was like on my edge. I was like, I loved it. I loved it.
But we're going to go to Monza in a couple of weeks' time, where it's going to be the complete opposite. Where all we're going to be talking about is entry starvation, I'm downshifting on straights, and normal service resumes. Well, normal service for 2026 resumes. So I'm not looking forward to Monza. I think it's going to be an absolute calamity. I think it's going to be a disaster. And I don't like to exaggerate ever. But I think it's going to be a complete disaster. I want to be proved wrong.
Monza is known for being a bit boring. Is it?
No.
Is
It's
it?
been so belters at
Yeah?
Monza. Yes. I'm thinking, this was like 16 years ago. Do you remember 2010? When Charles
Okay, you're showing your age now. You're
I am
showing your
showing my
age
age.
now. You're showing your age.
2019 when
We need to
Charles
shot
got
the
his...
charade with dyeing your hair and just go with it. Just go with your colour.
My colour is black, not grey. For start, this is all natural. Anyway, the blonde's all natural.
I'm grateful. JB may be grateful.
I'm very grateful if you've stuck around this long.
It helps us out. It helps our engagement.
Yes, it does. Audio will be fixed for next week. Long story. I moved. Things got lost in the move. Next week we'll have some banging audio for you.
But hopefully, because this was filmed on a high quality camera, so hopefully this will be a better.
This whole thing was filmed in IMAX. So
Yeah.
the best way to enjoy this is go to your local IMAX theatre, ask them to show it.
As Nolan intended.
Yes. But thank you. Like and subscribe. And until then,
Peace.
I thought I was going to have a catchphrase, but I didn't have one. I thought it was just going to come to me in the moment.